Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dr. Rob Quick, and welcome to World College Radio Day. We've got a lot of things planned for you, but right now I want you to hear something. Dante, if you could please press play.
Hi, this is Chris from the band Coldplay. College radio supports music that deserves to be heard.
Without college radio, I wouldn't know 70% of the bands that I know of today.
They wouldn't get that fighting chance.
Music that isn't played anywhere else.
College radio is the fighting chance.
College radio takes risks.
College radio remains as the only genuine form of creative radio programming still existing today.
College radio is a very important medium that needs to survive in difficult economic times when some stations are being sold off and shut down.
If it disappeared, the world would be a sad place.
College radio is the future for broadcasting stars and pioneers of tomorrow.
A place for people to perfect their skills.
And we as a band, Coldplay, support the vital mission of college radio, and we also support College Radio Day, the day that college radio comes together.
Connect with so many other students across the country.
Enjoy today and long live college radio.
Tuesday, October 1st is World College Radio Day.
College Radio Day last year was definitely one of my radio highlights so far.
Det här är Lisa från Studentradion i Göteborg. Vi ser väldigt mycket fram emot World College Radio Day.
Over the last 2 years, over 35 countries have now joined together to celebrate the important medium of college radio around the world.
Un saludo especial desde la red de radio universitaria de Colombia para el World College Radio Day.
It's the fastest growing student broadcasting movement in the world, and we want you to join in the fun on October 1st.
Anche le radio universitarie italiane, insieme a U-Station e Raduni, parteciperanno al World College Radio Day il 1 ottobre 2013.
Et n'oubliez pas, cette année, la Confédération des radios de grandes écoles participe au World College Radio Day, qui se déroulera le 1er octobre 2013 dans le monde entier. Alors, restez à l'écoute.
Colombia también está presente activamente en el World College Radio Day.
For more information, please go to worldcollegeradioday.com.
Status report.
It's back again.
Press play.
The day college radio comes together around the world.
Turn your radio up as loud as possible. Turn them radios up. I love it.
Welcome, my friends, to World College Radio Day.
College Radio Day.
The whole world is on the air.
College radio is united.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special show, very special event, broadcasting live around the world. Over 700 college radio stations are joining us in 43 different countries, ladies and gentlemen. But right now, we've got something very, very special indeed. Today, we have an amazing artist who's going to actually come here, and he's going to do an interview, and then he's actually going to perform for you, and we're going to broadcast this around the world. But I'm not going to do that. This is all about the students. World College Radio Day is all about the students. And so, ladies and gentlemen, your hosts for this event, please give a warm welcome to Eric Dolan and Naomi Lawrence.
All right. Thank you.
Well, thank you
so much. Thank you, Rob. Thank you to everyone tuning in all over the globe. Over 700 stations in 43 countries, uniting for the passion, independence, and bravery of college radio.
Now, without further ado, the man who founded the Fugees, the man who is single-handedly bringing back hip-hop, I must introduce Wyclef Jean.
Welcome.
Yeah. What's good?
Everything is good at this moment, sir.
Well,
First and foremost, thank you so much. What is that?
She had a cryptid language.
Ah, fair.
It's called Creole from Haiti.
Okay.
She said "sac passe," that means what's up, and I said "not boule," that means it's all good, man.
Well, what could I say?
You could say "bon bagay."
Bon bagay.
Yeah, that means everything's good.
Everything is good.
That's right.
Wyclef, thank you so much for being a part of College Radio Day. Now, you're about to release a mixtape, or you have released a mixtape called April Showers, 33 songs. So my first question to you, you're here, you're at the epicenter of World College Radio Day, the movement. Mm-hmm. So what's it like for you? You're an international figure. Now you're back. You've released this mixtape for free. You're clutching onto your roots. What's it like as an artist to be back at the roots, back for college radio?
Well, the mixtape is called April Showers. It's already at 1 million download already. And the idea of starting back with the roots is because you've seen me in the media from the Fugees to running for president of my country. So it's a serious thing that the idea of that the foundation of what I do comes from music. So the idea of saying that we're going to do music again, I do so much music and write so much music for so many different people, from Shakira to Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson, conducted the Philharmonic Orchestra. Sometimes we forget where the basis of what I do come from. The basis of it comes from hip hop music. So it was important entering a new generation to first of all embrace the fact of giving free music away in the sense of, and combining with some of the best artists of our time, young and new, with the mixtape.
Very cool.
That's so interesting. Now, I've had a privilege of listening to your mixtape, and I just noticed that there's a similar theme with a lot of the songs. It's very empowering. There's a lot of you speaking out against gun violence. Now, I also kind of heard that you named the album April Showers also after that same theme. What does that mean to you, and how did that kind of connect to Gatar, your line?
Yeah. Well, I came from Haiti. I came to Brooklyn, New York City. At the age of 10 years old, I lived in Marlboro Projects in Coney Island. That was the worst project at the time. And from Brooklyn, we moved to New Jersey. We moved to East Orange first, then we moved to Newark, New Jersey. I've had cousins that have got killed through guns. I've got shot before. And the idea of the issue of arms are very real. So you got a group of individuals that this is how they make their commerce every day, is to sell arms. So the idea of when you look at a ghetto and you say, look, these people can't afford a cigarette, but they can afford a gat, it makes you think, are these guns being put here by design? So the idea is we don't want to glorify violence. We want to find an alternative. So the idea of a Gatar, which I created, which caused a lot of controversy on TMZ and everything. It was like, Wyclef is walking through New York City with an AK-47 rifle guitar. Yeah,
No, we watched it this morning.
Yeah, we
did.
did.
Saw that exact moment.
Yeah, that was interesting.
You can't run from TMZ, man. You might as well embrace it. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming out and dudes like, hey, Wyclef, what's that in the bag? I'm like, it's a guitar. Take it out. But the idea is music is the best weapon of choice that we can use, and that's the whole theme.
So you talk about music being the best weapon. What's it like approaching a soundtrack, approaching a song, and having a sort of ulterior motive and having a message? How does that change the way that you approach the song, or what that song means to you?
Yeah, well, having a chance to work with people like, being in the studio with Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, Whitney Houston, Shakira. I gotta say Shakira twice. Shakira. Like, even if you hear a song like Hips Don't Lie, which I wrote, and you know how rappers be bragging, and I don't brag, but that's like the biggest airplayed song in music history, right? Yeah, Jay-Z. So the funny thing about that song is, if you pay attention to it, though, you will hear I say, it's the Haitians and Colombians. The only thing we selling is a musical transaction. So I feel that sometimes what happens is the youth don't like to hear the music when they feel like it's a message in it.
It's like eating vegetables.
Yeah, man. It's like eating vegetables. So you got to make sure that the trap is in it. You got to make sure it's knocking, that the beat is inside. And trust me, after you do that, as long as it's fly, people's going to pay attention. And I think that's always the challenge. How can it just sound cool and relevant, and you still say something without being somebody's mother or father, Yeah. And I face it with my daughter today.
Wow. So would you consider yourself, I guess, a musical guerrilla warfare patron?
I mean, really, I have idols that I look up to. So we all have certain people. So for me, you know, I think Bob Dylan is someone that, you know, Bono from U2, Bob Marley. I love reggae music a lot. I love a lot of the early rock and roll stuff. I think just music that's just the pulse of a generation that always speaks out on truth, no matter what it is. And that's what I support.
And that's what college radio stands for. And we're broadcasting globally. This is a global movement. So now that we have you here and we're so thankful to have you here, is there anything that you want to say to the college students listening? Not only the audience, but the college students who have made this live transaction now happen, and they're now listening, and they're the future broadcasters and the people who dream of doing this and getting paid to do this. You have a very inspirational story. So, what would you say to the students tuned in right now, or the students broadcasting today and standing for College Radio Day?
Well, to all the students that's tuned in to College Radio Day, you know, for me, this is natural because I went to a small college called Five Town College in Long Island, and I started a band in my dorm room. You know, it was the coolest band in the world. They kicked us out later. I won't say for what, but we did this, right, because we wanted to play on the grass, and we wanted thousands of kids to come because we wanted to convey something. We wanted to say something cool. And then I remember we used to do our little recordings, and like, you know, you can't get no recordings on no major radio station, right? And then so the college radios would always be the ones to play in and do the movement. And I even had a slot too when I was in Five Town College. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
do you remember your hours?
Yeah. I had like 7 to 10, and my middle name is Wyclef, but my first name is Nell and my last name is Jean. So I would come on like, how y'all doing? This is Nell Jean. You know, I was trying to attract the women. You know what I mean, on my set. But so I encourage all of the college kids that are doing it to continue to do it, because you have a bunch of music that is getting thrown on the waistline because the power of college radio is what used to define what would make it commercially and what would not make it. So before you would, starting with the Fugees, any big band that you could hear, it could be Jay-Z, it could be Puff, Biggie Smalls, like all of that. Nas. I just remember like we all started out college radio. So it was like if the college radio did not play it, it would not happen. So I just want you to know that it's important that you continue that movement and support a lot of grassroots music, because these grassroots music, they're not getting the budget no more, because everything now is, the budget is, okay, what's on YouTube, what's doing 50 million views, that's the budget. And so you have a struggle now with kids that are doing great music, great musicians out there that are not packing arenas the way it used to be. So I think that understand your power, use your power, and bring a lot of those bands back.
Awesome.
Wow. Now, we have a huge Haitian community at this school. Now, through like following you in the news,
Haitians are all around the world now.
How do you
We're like roaches. We're all over. You can find one of us everywhere.
How do you feel that you connect with your Haitian roots?
Well, the way that I connect with my Haitian roots is really the way I connect with my African roots. So I just think even to say the word Haitian or to say the word Jamaican or to say the word American, you know, I could take American all the way back to England and show them where they keep. So at the end of the day, I look at it like the African roots to me, where I come from, is very important. In the sense of just let me know, because when I'm inside of the communities and you got kids that want to know, how can we make it up out of these communities? And I think to let them know that it is an inspiring story, that you have a country. In 1804, Haiti was the first black country to get its independence, defeating the Napoleon army. Now, I don't know if you know about Napoleon, but that was a French little badass. You know what I'm saying? Like he was moving like he was a thug. You know what I mean? He had multiple, like the Crips and the Bloods had nothing on Napoleon. So the fact that you have a country like Haiti with not the arms at the time, but more with the will, and with generals like Toussaint Louverture. And this was a crucial time in history. So for me, I always want the Haitian students to always remember that, you know, in the course of independence, this is a piece of history. When I went to school, in high school, it was not taught to me. You taught me black history, but you never told me that the first country to get its independence in 1804 was Haiti. This is a very, very important piece of information for even around the world to understand that the Haitians fought in Chicago, to understand that if it wasn't for the Haitians, America would not have the Louisiana Purchase. This is very important information for y'all to know. And listen, Haïtien yo m'a dit non bagay c'est oui clair fait sinon apprendre 100% natif natal haïtien. That's some more of that encrypted language.
I got that.
You got that?
Yeah.
Loud and clear.
Yeah, just to touch back on the music real quick, a quick question. So you rattled off the names of the people you've worked with. I still know every word to Hips Don't Lie. Everyone's heard something that you've done. What is it like approaching a mixtape that you are going to release for free? Do you feel like you have more freedom? Do you feel like what's it like approaching that as opposed to going to the studio and knowing it's going to get that sort of huge commercialized? What's it like releasing a free mixtape? Is there more freedom for you?
Well, that's a great question. One is that, you know, music is like, if you go into my studio right now, I probably got like 400 songs. When they coming out, I don't know. But so when it was time to do a mixtape, it was not hard. It was more to say, okay, let me call T.I. Let me call.
You can just do that. You can just call him.
Yeah. So you know, it was like, okay, you know, let me call Trey the Truth. Let me call Waka Flocka, because I didn't want to take the mixtape for granted because it's a mixtape. So when you hear the mixtape, it sounds like 33 tracks of an album. The word mixtape is just the word that the generation used just to get free music, just to lead into what will be the album coming out 2014, titled The Carnival Returns.
Very cool. Now, I know that you've got a big announcement to make.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be cool.
Yeah, now, please tell everybody what's up.
All right, everybody, this is what's up, right? This is very, very interesting. So all of the college students that are listening, this is very real. This is not no gimmick, you know what I mean? Because you can't front on college radio, because I know y'all be at my front door protesting. So this is dope because right now we are looking, right, for the most talented students to work with me. It's going to be me, Waka Flocka, Busy Bone, Crazy Bone on the next music video. Go to breakingthevideo.mtvu.com for all the info. Again, go to breakingthevideo.mtvu.com. And I'm looking forward to finding out who could be one of the illest young upcoming directors to direct this video. And Waka Flocka is very crazy. Has a lot of energy, so you got to come with it.
Very cool.
Wow. In a few minutes, you'll be giving us an exclusive performance for College Radio Day. Before then, we'll also get to hear a snippet of your version of a College Radio Day exclusive version of your song, Trap and Roll. Now, tell us about that song and what it means to you.
Well, you know, trapping is, you know, the hustle, right? Right? So you caught up in the trapping, it's the hustle. The generation is a trap generation. Everything is moving at 140. Boom, boom. So what we did was we trapped time and space into one world. We call it Trap and Roll because we fused rock and roll against trap music and put it together, and then just got 4 of the most bonkers MCs who just don't care. So for me, Crazy Bone and Busy Bone was like from Bone Thugs. That was just incredible for me. You know, Waka Flocka, the energy that he brought, Wyclef, and just the combination. We had a girl by the name Angelica Salem, one of our artists, singing. And the dope thing about the remix, it was produced by the Snobs out of England, and then the original was produced by Rick Atari out of Atlanta. So the idea was to put all of this fusion together, and then we came up with a new sound called Trap and Roll.
Very nice. And you've been kind enough to give us an exclusive version of it.
Exclusive.
To College Radio Day.
That's
and then
right.
after we play this, we've got an interview with Joe Biden, the general manager of WPSC, the creator of College Radio Day, Rob Quick, and then an exclusive live performance from yourself.
Yes, I'm going to follow Joe Biden. No problem.
All right, so without further ado, let's hear the College Radio Day exclusive version of Trap and Roll.